There are not too many things that you have to do right as a roofing contractor, especially if you consider yourself storm restoration contractor. There's quite a few rules that you cannot break. We have a story today, and let this story to be a lesson to all contractors out there, how little things can lead to very big circumstances, even a jail time. Last week, I reacted to a news story from Orlando, Florida about Nationwide Roofing Company. And there's one thing that that company did wrong is they were offering $500 off to offset the deductible in exchange for a yard sign in the yard. I guess it's very common practice in Florida. It's exactly what happened today. But today we have 3 people in jail facing up to $45,000 in fines and up to 45 years in prison. Owner of Nationwide Roofing Company called me and said, Dmitry, it's a biased video and you're not on the right. And he was giving me a lecture how I don't know Orlando or Florida market. He was trying to justify his behavior. Listen, I don't think it's really a bad thing that you are waiving deductibles or helping your homeowners to offset the price of the deductible by giving them discounts to have your yard signs. We cannot accept this industry to get better if we don't start with us and what is it that we're doing that's wrong. Let's listen to this story and learn a couple lessons.
Home insurance protects the roof over your head if something terrible happens, but crooks are taking advantage, and it's causing some companies in Florida to cancel policies. Brian Webb and Brandon Jordan are accused of preying on people in our community during the aftermath of Hurricane Irma.
Imagine if it happened to you. The storms come through, puts a hole in your roof, and then one of these guys comes to your door and promises a brand new roof for free. Just file a claim for a roof replacement with your insurance company.
I love how they put Webb Roofing even on and I love the animation, very graphical, and they even put their logo on a white van here.
Company, and then sign up for a rebate. Well, deputies say roofers like Webb and Jordan promise the roof without having to pay the deductible. So at the end of the day, you pay nothing and you get a brand new roof. Sounds like it's too good to be true, right? Of course it is. NBC2's Jennifer Vegla spoke to a victim today who's dealing with the fallout years later.
I want you to think about this. It's your job to do one thing right. You have to collect the deductible. Homeowners know it, you know it. Every news station in Florida knows it because they're gonna blast you. And if you decide to go and start the job, start the project, start the sales process because you want the sale, you want to justify it. I don't care how you're justifying, but if you're gonna go in and start something with wrong, like you cannot expect nothing good coming of it at the end. If you get away with it, you make a few bucks, great. But what do you think insurance company will do against you if they decided to declare war on your practices? If they don't want to pay, if they're gonna argue the scope, you don't stand a chance. I'm sorry. And this is exactly what's happening here. I don't agree with the whole narrative of the story. I don't think that everybody who waives the deductible is a bad guy, but these guys just got in the news and you don't want to be this guy. And that's the bottom line. That's the major lesson here.
Ron Amin should be celebrating his 77th birthday with his wife, Bobby. Instead, they're still processing that this is what their North Fort Myers home has looked like since 2019. A small bit of damage after Hurricane Irma compounding into a nearly unlivable mess.
Our problem is not just the roof. Our problem is there's mold in the house, and my lungs are not what they used to be.
The couple can't even access their dining room and one of their bathrooms.
I trusted people. I should never have done it. It's my own fault.
But today, they are hopeful after hearing Brian Webb and Brandon Jordan, 2 contractors with the Naples-based Webb Roofing and Construction LLC, were arrested for false and fraudulent insurance claims. Ron and Bobby were 2 of several across Southwest Florida who fell victim to the contractor's alleged homeowner's insurance scheme.
Rather than letting the homeowner pay for the deductible in their insurance that they would normally be responsible for, the roofing company said, we'll totally take care of that for you also.
In turn, homeowners would sign over their insurance claim rights and enter an advertising agreement.
Put up our sign in your yard.
By the way, this is biggest bullshit. Nationwide Roofing is doing it in Orlando. Got in the news last week. Here's the thing about it. If you're doing something wrong and you know you should not be doing it, and even if everyone is doing it, you know it's wrong. If you waive a deductible, you waive a deductible. Just say, hey, I'm gonna waive deductible and I'm gonna be in the wrong and I'm just never gonna change. But if you're waiving deductible and you're trying to be in the gray area, call it a gray area, I mean, expect news coverage like this. Nobody gonna look at you as a good guy. Nobody gonna look at you as entrepreneur. Nobody gonna look at you as creative and smart. There's no difference as a corruption. You know, it does not matter how you steal the money, how you navigate it behind the scenes, and corruption is corruption, bribes are bribes. And in this case, insurance fraud is insurance fraud. Waiving deductible is a bribery. And I don't care how you do it. I will never ever agree that waiving deductible in any way, shape, or form can be justified. You cannot justify it here. You cannot justify it just because you enter advertising agreement. And you guys in Florida should learn your lesson. You have to own your shit. If you wanna accuse insurance companies for not doing their job, for not improving claims, they're gonna come right back at you and gonna say, how about you? You're not doing it right. You're violating the law. You're in the wrong here. Don't be this guy.
But for many like Ron and Bobby, projects reach a standstill. Experts say that's why if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Reporting for NBC2, I'm Jennifer Vegas.
So what really took place here, the story does not go into what kind of insurance fraud besides deductibles they were doing, but this story goes as part of the con, employees had homeowners sign over their insurance claim rights and have them sign an advertising agreement where they agree to have signs placed in the yard, post positive reviews, and give referrals in exchange for a rebate or a credit towards deductible amount. Guys, there's way better way to earn someone's business. Do good work, be the right place at the right time. Just work hard for the people. You don't need no freebies, you don't need no bribes. We are not in business to pay for reviews or referrals. People will refer you and will brag about you, and you'll get tons of people at your door who want to do business with you if you do what's right. But if you do what's wrong, they're all gonna come after you. Webb and Jordan are facing 9 felony counts of false and fraudulent insurance claims. They each face a maximum sentence of up to $45,000 fine and up to 45 years in prison. Webb was booked in the Collier County Jail Tuesday. Jordan was booked in the county jail on March 12th and released on bond a day later. Judge set Webb's bond at $45,000. Scam roofing schemes are driving up insurance rates for every Florida family and plug in our state. There is no such thing as a free roof, and if someone comes to your door offering rebates or kickbacks to file a roof claim on your behalf, report them to my office for fraud immediately, Petroni says. And that's very strong words. Now, I don't understand everything with this story. I don't understand if they're literally arresting these roofers for waiving deductibles. Could be the case, but it's very clear in this story that if you're in Florida and you're a roofer and you waiving deductibles, someone can report you and you can be the next guy. And if I would be a roofing contractor in Florida, I would not want this kind of coverage. There's actually a follow-up story here. Third roofer arrested in Hurricane Irma insurance scheme. William Billy Berkridge arrested Tuesday at his Asteria home after he was allegedly involved in a scheme that promised homeowners waive deductibles on a full roof repair submitted to their insurance companies, according to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Looks like they're real coming after them. During his time with the company, investigation says he participated in a scheme by soliciting customers to go with the Webb Roofing in exchange for a rebate or waived deductible. This type of selling is unethical, illegal, and is considered insurance fraud according to a criminal affidavit. To be honest with you, the only reason I'm airing this story and what I like about it is because for years we've been talking about waiving deductibles and how bad it is for all the players. And there are a lot of good roofers in Florida who are doing it right. And for those good roofers, this is a good story. Because imagine if you are doing it and someone else is not doing it. And I remember we have these debates on Facebook in Texas so many times with so many people. People are like, okay, I'm waiving deductible. People are bragging about it. roofers were saying, so what? Everyone is doing it. Well, now people are going to jail. Now people paying up to $45,000 fines. And now it's finally getting serious. And not gonna lie, I do like it because it's competitive industry and you have to do what's right. And if you decide to cheat, if you decided to do something the easy way, you will get called out, not only by your competition, but also by prosecution who will crack down on you. I'm pretty sure insurance companies are behind this. I don't know what triggered it and why they're making examples, because many companies are doing it, but I like the trend that waiving deductibles is finally illegal, at least in Florida, and if it adopts in Florida to the full speed, it will be adopted in other states like Texas and others. So learn today how to sell roofs for the price of the deductible, or you will be called out or eliminated. Comment below what you guys think about this topic. I know it's controversial, and I'll see you in the next video.